A car championship best of wired cars. Cars made out of wire. Let that sink in for a second. In this film, Phillips Wired Car Grand Prix, we get to see how competition meets youth empowerment. At the end of this video, we will get to know how those two get to work out in a remote town in South Africa called Phillips and why it's worth watching this documentary. Hello and welcome. Today we are looking at a documentary again. This is a very inspiring one from South Africa. Phillips Wired Car Grand Prix, that's the name of the documentary. It's a documentary feature film that's very cinematic, very graphics heavy, very inspiring, beautiful story from South Africa. We're going to look at the trailer briefly and I will unpack for you what exactly is going on. By the way, it's available on Amazon Prime as we speak. Depending on which part of the world you are, it should be available on Prime, Amazon Prime, the streaming app. And yeah, let's look at the trailer and I'll let you know why it's worth watching, because this story really touched me because I could relate.
Hierdie plek, die draadkare, hoe ons ry in die pad. Dit laat ek voel is regtig. Ek stoot om, dit voel my ek is agter die bestuur wil ek ry en hom.
Wow.
En dit ry nogal lekker.
Now those are wired cars, guys.
Daar is 'n verbeelding in die draadkar en imagine yourself just
look at the graphics, guys.
Beheer.
That's an imagination. We dive into their minds.
As hulle met talente raak sien, dan hulle my ook raak sien.
There you go.
Ons wil raak gesien word.
6 keer was ek al 'n champion. Toe voel ek reg as 'n superhero. Ek is famous.
Wow.
Ek het life so gevoel ek is famous.
That guy's a champion in this stuff.
Daar kan met lucht. Zodra die mensen zeggen go, dat is go weg.
Just go weg. There you go. Yo. Very multilingual film.
Ravano. Maar is een beetje vannacht, dat is Admiral.
Wow.
Pokkels. Hij is vandaag pokkels. Hij is zo vandaag.
Very determined though. Females participate too.
Is meer as 'n game vir my man.
Wow.
Ik wil één dag mee toekomst veranderen.
Crazy. There you go, guys. Phillips
Dit gaan 'n
Wired Car.
spesiale dag wees. En 'n gelukkige dag wees. Want dit is op Saterdag.
Boom. There you go. Phillips All right. So guys, there's a lot to unpack here for sure. PhillipsTownWiredCar.com. I think probably Phillips Wired Car is a real foundation. It really exists in Phillips Phillips the smaller town out in South Africa. The communities are to a certain degree struggling. They don't have everything. These are struggling communities. Young people in these struggling communities, they don't have everything. And I can relate because I've been part of such communities. There's this Phillips Wired Car, from what I've researched, is a foundation that empowers young people to take part in this car championship. So this is like Phillips Wired Car Grand Prix is a championship for the racing using wired cars. Of course, they are the ones running, but the faster you go, the more you have chances of winning. And they empower these young people. It's an empowerment thing. These young people in struggling communities, usually they have less hope. So this is one of those activities that get young people involved and be hopeful, empower them, boost their self-esteem. It's one of those things that kind of like make young people have hope in what they do and build their self-esteem. That's the kind of thing. So this film is about that. Just to let you know, some spoilers, of course, here as I break down. If we circle back to the beginning of the trailer, as I break it down for you guys, that what the story is. So all these kids in these films, most of them, especially the ones that are interviewed, take part in the competition. They interview the competitors. They interview the people that organize the championship, and they also interview the former champions and also the ones that are going to take part in the championship. So it's very, it looks great. It's a beautiful film. Phillips town is kind of like out there. It's a remote town in a certain part of South Africa and surrounded by hills to a certain degree, but it's flat, kind of desert-like. Kind of looks like a desert, but let's see what's going on here. So it's a very multilingual film. Let's see what's going on here. So it's a very multilingual film. They speak Xhosa, which is Xhosa. That's how they spell it. Afrikaans, Zulu, and English. So mix of all those languages in one film, which is beautiful. It's very rich. He's one of the competitors. Yeah, it's desert-like. It's dry, I would say. Very dry. So so this is a very important part of the film because the element they decided to, the route that they decided to take in this film is to use graphics to make us understand what these young people are thinking. You get what I mean? Because when somebody explains something to you, sometimes you don't get it unless that's why people use analogies. So our analogy in this film was the graphics. You understand? So that it was a great choice and very smart way to use graphics to imply what this guy is thinking, right? What this guy is thinking is his dream to be driving this thing as part of a competition. That's part of building hope among us young people. So very smart way of driving the message home. Apparently what happens, they block off streets for these kids to compete. I know how as ridiculous as it might sound, but they take it to that level. Certain streets are blocked off as a route, as a racing route for these wired cars. That's amazing, you know. For those who are not familiar with what a wired car is, that's a wired car. Basically, it's a car made out of wires. They do have tires, and sometimes they go to a level of branding it as Mercedes-Benz or whatever brand of a car it is. So FYI, that's what a wired car looks like. Growing up in Uganda, I saw these cars, and also it's so hard to make these cars. So what I'm trying to say is, wired cars, I thought it was only a thing in Uganda where I grew up, but also in South Africa. Yo, this thing is huge. I didn't know. And what happens with these wired cars, the professionals that make them, they have a garage where they fix them. It's crazy. Yo, you need to watch this thing. So yeah, that's a wired car right there, for those who were not aware. And that's the graphics. They use graphics. They go back and forth to use graphics to make us understand what these kids are imagining. If you go deeper into the film, you see why they were using graphics. Yeah, towards the end, you will get to know why graphics was a very important thing with this film.
6 keer was ik al 'n champion. Toe voel ek reg as 'n superhero, mos ek is famous. Ek het life so gevoel.
That guy is a champion. Can you imagine? 6-time champion.
Famous.
Starting line.
Zodra die mensen zeggen go, dat is go weg.
Yep. So they have a starting line, finish line. Whoever wins, probably they get a prize or something. Yo, this is crazy, man. And it's a documentary, guys. The way it was filmed, though, it's crazy.
Denk ik is Ravano. Maar is beetje vannacht, dat is Anil.
So that's graphics. They use a lot of graphics to kind of, you know, like make this guy feel like this is like a real starting point, like the arena up here. So that's the graphics they're trying to let us know that this is what is going on in these kids' minds, you know, which is smart. It's a smart way of storytelling.
Bokkels, hij is vandaag bokkels. Hij is zo vandaag.
They compete, they don't play. And that's the other thing. The other beautiful thing is they involved females as well. It's not like a boys' game, but there's a few females that take part in this competition too, which is beautiful.
Die draker is meer as 'n game vir my man.
Wow. That's the imagination.
Ek wil die toekoms verander.
Yep.
'n spesiale dag wees. En 'n gelukkige dag wees. Want dit is op Saterdag.
There you go. That's Phillips Wired Car Grand Prix for you. I love this film. I watched it twice because it's resonated with me so much because I've been part of such communities. And yeah, guys, documentary film, very cinematic, graphics heavy. That's all with the spoilers, guys. I don't want to spoil the whole thing for you, so you need to go watch it yourself. I'm not sure about distribution in Africa. It's an African film, but the distribution, that's where we fall. That's where we kind of fail a little bit. But I hope this film is probably available on maybe Showmax or maybe Moviebox, maybe probably it's available on Canal Plus or something. Yeah, hopefully. It would be very great if more Africans watched it. Yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider to subscribe. It's very, 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 very would love it if you subscribe, guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.